Good Sunday morning. I am QUAN, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Donation information in the description link, PayPal, Cash App. Please send me positive energy by hitting like and subscribe. Please funnel through me clearly and directly for the intended collective. The energy and information that is needed and protected from outside influences and low vibrational entities that would seek to confuse and distort the divine messages. Please allow the intended listener to extract what is needed to put them on their highest path for their highest good. Use my tongue to channel the right words to deliver as plain and simple so as to be understood with clarity and provide insight and light to their guided pathways in this life and maybe even the next. Amen. Amen Ra. Okay, so with that, I'm going to start this Sunday morning sermon / reading. I hope everyone is doing well today. We've been having some pretty cold mornings, but hey, spring is here. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. I'm going to have the AC on before long. Alright, I wanted me to start with this. Interesting. Okay. Two more cards. Okay. And one more card. You know what? One of my spirit guides is an East African man, I promise you. One of my spirit guides, when they embodied life on this planet, they was an East African man, I promise you. Because everything I asked for, they do the opposite just because I asked. I said, give me one more card. They gave me two. and, you know, the reason I say that, you know, my dad is East African. My father is from Ethiopia. You know, very male chauvinistic, you know, grew up in a patriarchal type of society, you know, really not too keen of women telling him anything, even if it's the right thing. You know, God bless him, you know, he passed back in 2012. But, you know, when, I'm telling you with these East African men, you know, you tell them, you know, you say something or ask them to do something, even if it's the right thing, not all of them, they will do the opposite just simply because, you know, you're a woman and you told them. And they don't want a woman to tell them nothing. I promise you. I promise you. All right, so I got this extra card out here, but I'm sure it's a good reason. All right. All right, so with that, let's jump right into the reading. So we're starting off, let's see. We have, I can't even read this. King of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Okay, so we have someone, we have a person in a King of Pentacles reverse type energy. So you can see this is a King of Pentacles. Oh. And this is somebody kind of rugged, possibly. Somebody likes to make their mark. This is somebody that really likes to make their mark. I was told to use this card deck. So this can be a shallow energy, but I'm going to figure out why this person is a King of Pentacles reverse, because it can be multiple reasons why this is a King of Pentacles reverse. Also, it could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. All right, we got Four of Wands, represent family, home, a marriage, a union. Okay. We also have the High Priestess reversed. Could be someone not using intuition. The Five of Pentacles reversed. So someone can be out in the cold. Someone could have put someone out in the cold to them, emotionally or physically. And then we have a Three of Pentacles reverse, which can have multiple meanings depending on what cards it's accompanied by. I will clarify. The Empress is also reversed. And then we have the Seven of Swords reversed. Someone might have tried to get away with something and they might have failed miserably, as oftentimes that happens. Okay. So let me shuffle this a little. Wow, it's so funny. I haven't done a reading in a few days, and that hand has not touched my back. And now I've sat down finally to do another reading, and I got these fingers on my back. And I have more than one spirit guide, but I feel like this one was an East African man in his prior human life. All right, clarify this King of Pentacles reversed. Why is this person a King of Pentacles reversed? Okay, this is a person. Okay, Ace of Cups. All right. Why is this person a King of Pentacles reversed? Why are they a King of Pentacles reversed? Okay, here's the Five of Pentacles again. You see I have it 2 times here. Five of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. So that's who we're talking about. This King of Pentacles, remember, energy is fluid. This could be you doing this to someone or someone doing this to you. Okay? You can embody any sign. So the signs aren't really that important. Just pay attention mostly to the message. Time is linear. This can be past, present, future, or it doesn't even have to happen at all. It could just be the current energy of what could happen. It could be someone's intentions. Okay? It doesn't mean they have to follow through with it. Okay? So why is this King of Pentacles that maybe now is open emotionally to someone? Why are they out in the cold? Why are they Five of Pentacles? You don't got to throw the card at me for what I said about the East African men. Okay, now I know who you are. Okay, because they juggled somebody. All right, so this person, they juggled somebody and they're out in the cold now. I know who this spirit guide is. Wow. All right. Who did they juggle? Who did they juggle? Who did this King of Pentacles energy reverse juggle? Okay, someone they're up in their head about. Okay. Oh. A Queen of Pentacles. Okay, okay. And she's upright. Now remember, this can be masculine or feminine energy. Okay, so we got somebody here, you know, that might have juggled another individual, you know, whether it's love, relationship. I feel like it might be some type of connection because of the Two of Pentacles. You know, they might have tried to juggle someone or juggle an opportunity possibly. It could be related to work. And they are open, someone that they were open emotionally to, and they're up in their head because at this time either they are out in the cold to this person, or this person is out in the cold, put them out in the cold, or they put this person out in the cold, or this person put them out in the cold. Clarify the Four of Wands. Clarify the Four of Wands, please. Okay. Oh, okay. This could possibly be an Aquarius, okay? Because we've got the Wheel of Fortune here, which is Aquarius energy, and we have the star here also in my other hand. You see that? Y'all see that? It ain't come out like that for no reason. Oh boy, this person is out in the cold, possibly to an Aquarius or any other sign. You could have Aquarius heavily aspected in your chart somewhere. Okay. And this person could also possibly be experiencing some negative, bad karma. They could be stuck in some type of repetitive cycle because of a repetitive way of thinking and doing things, possibly. Some type of ideology that they're possibly sticking to. You know, it could be a thing, you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And this person might not be aware of that just yet. Okay. So this Four of Wands, okay, this could be somewhat possibly an Aquarius. Okay, so we'll put that right there. Okay, so what's going on with this connection? They're out in the cold right now. They could be going through some bad fortune. And who is the High Priestess? Who is the High Priestess reversed? Could be a friend. The High Priestess reverse could just be one of their other options, possibly. Clarify that Three of Cups. Clarify that Three of Cups. Oh, or this person could be part of, I feel like this person might be part of a group of women that could possibly be High Priestess. I don't think this has to do with intuition. The High Priestess represents intuition, but in this case, I feel like I'm feeling a little bit of coven energy. Like this woman might be a part of a group. I'm getting polygamous vibes here. Okay? I'm getting polygamous vibes, open relationship type vibes. I feel like this person might be part of some type of an open relationship possibly, or may have been in some type of an a polygamous type connection. Okay? Of women that might practice a certain type of spirituality. But this might have been the main woman that this person was with. Maybe they were with this Aquarius the longest, possibly, or they might have had the strongest connection of this group. But yeah, I believe this Aquarius energy might have been part of some type of a group of women. Okay. And Five of Pentacles, did you want to? Okay. Yeah, this person, yeah, okay, and you wanted that one too. What is that? Oh, okay. Okay, so this person was married to, if not legally, in a long-term connection or some type of deep connection. See, with the Four of Wands here. See, that's why it's here again. Okay, we got the Four of Wands twice. Okay, so this person was in some type of connection with this Aquarius possibly, or any other sign. It doesn't have to be their sun sign. It could be anywhere in your chart. They were in a connection with them, and they feel like they're not receiving justice because they're out in the cold, and this could possibly be an Aries. I did have a couple of readings about an Aries and an Aquarius. Two different Aries and Aquarius relationships, actually. I had two different readings about them. Okay, but they're letting me know. Okay. Shoot. I don't even need the cards to finish this reading. Okay, so what's going on with the Three of Pentacles? Why is the Three of Pentacles reversed here? Why is the Three of Pentacles reversed here? Okay, so this person, either the King of Pentacles provided stability for this Aquarius energy, or the Aquarius was providing some form of stability for this King of Pentacles type energy. Okay, or possible earth sign. All right. Okay, so let's further clarify that. This has to do with their stability. But, okay, the third party, that's what they're saying. Okay, they're pointing me in a direction of the one star, you know, the one little pentagram that she's pointing to over there in the corner. Yeah. This was a group of women, whether it was 3 or more, but this was some type of an open relationship. But it was because of one woman, possibly feminine energy, or whoever's embodying the feminine energy in particular. It was you know, it wasn't because this person didn't put them out in the cold, you know, because of the open relationship or connections. It was something about one person in particular. You know, like Anne-Marie used to sing, "Just this one thing." And I was so with it. It's just this one thing. It was just this one person, the forbidden fruit, that was a problem, was an issue. I get an energy that just this one, you can have any woman that you want, David, except for Uriah's wife. Uriah only has one wife and he loves her dearly. But you can have any other woman in the kingdom. That's what this Aquarius energy said to this Aries. She said, you can have any woman out here. We have an open relationship. Except for this one. Okay. Now, I really want to know what was so threatening about this one. Yeah. This person gave this person the world. This person gave this person the world. It could have been a vehicle to drive, an allowance, cash on hand. You know, they might have been taking care of a grown-ass energy. Okay, keys to their house, access to their purse, their credit cards, bank account. You know, they might have bent over backwards and done a real pick-me-sha. This person could have been a male or female pick-me-sha, possibly. And not to be degrading, you know, anything. But this person gave this person the world. But it was just, and they weren't worried about any of the connections that they had, except for one in particular. One connection was a threat to them. And I want to know why. What was the issue? What was the issue with this one connection? Who is the third party that was the issue? This is someone that someone was in great despair over, that they really wanted to hold on to. They really wanted to hold on to somebody. Oh, okay. Who is this person that they wanted to hold on to? That they was losing sleep about? That this Aquarius picked up on? Someone that they were planning to do what with? Okay. They might have been planning to keep this person in their life, you know, and they had divided loyalty between them. What is the energy that third party embodied? Why they were a threat? What was the energy of that third party that they embodied? Why they were a threat? Okay, we got a King of Pentacles coming out here. Okay. A manifester. King of Pentacles, the magician. They couldn't walk away energetically from this person for some reason. So that means that oftentimes when they were in the energy with this provider, this Aquarius energy, oftentimes, you know, they had an open relationship, but it was all about them. And the person they might have felt that person's energy being there with them in the present moment during their times together, even with an open relationship, because whatever other flings this person had, or even whatever other, connections they had, because they might have been polygamous, you know, they felt like they had that person's full attention and energy. Maybe because that person really wasn't that attached to any of the other people they were involved with. But I'm getting the feeling that whoever this other person is, they had a powerful connection with this other person, and they couldn't walk away from this person energetically. So even if they had a polygamous relationship with other people, this one person in particular, they had a genuine connection with. You know, this could have been a twin flame that they stumbled upon somehow in life, you know, not by coincidence, but this person might have been intentionally placed into their life to call them to a higher calling. And when they found this person, you know, the type of connection that ignited inside the two of them to allow both of them to connect, to grow, to shed light on each other, and they realized who each other was, and it was an undoubtful or unbelievable connection. So when they would go back in the Aquarius energy, okay, possible Aquarius energy, this Aquarius would sense that even though they were physically with them, all of their energy and their mind was distracted thinking about this other person constantly. Y'all know what it's like when somebody is in your presence physically, but you know their mind is somewhere else. You know, even in conversation, they're not picking up what you putting down. You know, they're just, yeah, I know. You know, you could say, I'm going to the moon, you know, and they'll be like, oh, okay, all right, be safe, yeah, make it home safe, let me know when you get back. You know, they're not really paying attention in conversation. They're not there. They're not present with you, you know, because they're not going back and forth with you energetically. They're not putting energy into you. They're not paying attention to you, even though they're physically there. That's what was going on. So this person, this Aquarius, especially if this Aquarius was a high priestess, and I do believe this Aquarius was a high priestess, intuitive. You know, I believe she might have possibly been a manifester too. Maybe someone that practiced some tools of divination, you know, in a group with other women that could have possibly be in the same coven. Or prayer group, okay? Let's start saying prayer group, coven. That's all a coven is a prayer group. A group of people that get together to speak out the same intention in agreement, okay? And it's energy, because it's more than one person, the energy is lined up behind that intention so that it'll come and manifest into fruition. Okay? That's why the Bible said, where there are 2 or more gathered in my name, there will I be also. And we interpretate that, of course, misinterpretate that, you know. What they're saying is, where there are 2 or more gathered together, not in someone's name, but when we gather together and speak something, speak a name, when we're naming our purpose, we're naming our invocation, we're naming, you know, what we want to happen. When we're naming it, we're saying it. Remember, the Bible has been translated over and over again, these different books, these spell books. When we come together, and it's more than one person, that's more than one energy coming together in agreement. This is having to do with the universal laws. We're coming together to make an agreement that this is so. And all of us are projecting it. And we're putting it in our subconscious, because we manifest from our subconscious mind. And when there are 2 or more that come together to speak these words and names, there will I be also. That just simply means that it's going to, it will manifest. It's going to manifest, okay? So I believe this person was part of a coven, possibly with some other women or men, okay? And that maybe, you know, they shared this person with, but they didn't have a real connection, so it was might have been more sexual than anything. But this one person was a threat that wasn't a part of this coven. Maybe this is just someone on the outside completely. Maybe they were involved in some low vibrational things. And this person is in a low vibrational state, possibly this Aries. So, of course, he's connected and linked up with low vibrational people. But if this person had ancestors on the other realm that were trying to help them to make their Saturn return, help this person to go through their transformation, to get their lessons, because they know this person is supposed to have a special purpose they're supposed to fulfill for their bloodline. They finally ran into that person, and that person is a threat for them, and that's why they couldn't walk away from them emotionally. Okay? Tell me a little bit about this other energy that they were with. This person had to possibly defend themselves for their connection with this other person. They had to be very defensive. Could be a fire sign. Even could be another earth sign, someone with fire or earth in their chart possibly. Okay? Whoa. I feel like they might have had to defend this particular connection to this Aquarius, because either the Aquarius was the one that was funding this person and giving them money, or it was the other way around. They were giving money to this Aquarius. But I get a strong feeling that it was this Aries that was getting money and being taken care of by this Aquarius. And now, because this Aquarius realized they had a genuine connection with this outside person that's not a part of the coven, that's not approved, you know, by that energy, by that Aquarius energy, they had to defend themselves, because they started breadcrumbing them money, because they felt threatened by the connection they had with this outside person. Clarify the Empress reverse. Clarify the Empress reverse. Clarify the Empress reverse. King of Pentacles, okay. Now, the Empress reverse, that could be a man or a woman. King of Pentacles. Ah, she was the one with the money. Okay. So this Empress reversed, okay, this Aquarius, that might be dealing, you know, with some abandonment issues, codependency issues, you know, control issues, you know, not different from anybody else that's on this earth getting lessons, okay? I always like to say that because all of us are here dealing with some type of issue, one or the other. Because if you're not dealing with some type of issue and you're not here for some type of healing, then bitch, what are you here for? Because you're not an ascended master. Because if you are, I like to say, and maybe one day I'll put it on a t-shirt, bitch, then disappear. If you mastered yourself, disappear and then reappear. So, not to single this Aquarius out, but I'm here doing readings, and if you pick up on a message, or, you know, if it's your sign, and you feel like it resonates with you, hopefully you'll get something out of it that'll help you. I am QUAN. This is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. So, this Empress reversed, Aquarius, you know, I feel like this might be an older feminine energy. It could be a man embodying feminine energy, or it can be a woman embodying feminine energy, okay? I believe this person is the breadwinner. This is the person that makes all the money. Yeah. And she's in the reverse because she's older. She has a lot of experience. Could even possibly have children, you know. But either way, she has not yet gone through her healing processes. She's not gone through her healing processes yet. So she is afraid of this connection of this person, possible Aries. She's afraid of losing them. Yeah. She's afraid of losing them because this other person might have a real connection, a more genuine connection with this person. So this person that's out in the cold, what are they doing now? What's going on with that Aries? Yeah. Well, they're not moving forward, I can tell you that much. They're not making any progress or any forward movement. Clarify that Five of Wands reverse. They're not making any forward movement in their life because they are in a very regretful, sad energy. Because they couldn't fool this Aquarius. They couldn't get away with this. This could be a possible earth sign and fire. Someone with earth and fire heavily aspected in their chart. They were, with the Seven of Swords here, I feel like they were trying to fool this Aquarius, you know, about their emotions for this other connection that they had that might have been destined to be. This Aquarius thought, if I give this person anything, everything they ever could want, you know, they might have threesomes with them, you know, in addition to the open relationship, you know, this person has money, stability, you know, this person, if they want variety because they don't want to just sleep with me only, if I give them some other women, you know, to sleep with, you know, then I'm fulfilling all their needs. You know, and I don't have to worry, you know, about them leaving me because I've provided them the dream, an open relationship, other connections to sleep with, you know, everything. But I'm getting a vibe here that Aquarius, you tried to pull what Siddhartha, the Buddha's father, tried to pull. That's what you tried to do. In Buddhism, Siddhartha had a calling on his life. Okay? They read the stars just like they did for your Jesus. They read the stars. He went to the wise men and asked, what will become of my son Siddhartha? And he said he will either be a prince and one day king to run your kingdom, or he will become a spiritualist and be broke, a monk meditating to elevate and raise consciousness. So the father did not want his son, who he was so proud of, you know, to end up being one of these skinny ass monks with their ribs showing, you know, sitting somewhere on a shore bank in a meditative state with a long beard. He said, when I have all this wealth and all this money, no, that's no type of life for my son. You know, I will block him from the outside world, and I will overwhelm him, and I will flood him with everything he could ever possibly want to keep him from going on his destined path. I will block his path by giving him all the wealth, all the nice clothing he could possibly want, all the pussy, all the women. He can have, you know, a beautiful wife, as many women in the palace as he wants to sleep with, all the entertainment he can possibly want. You know, I'm going to get him a camel with rims on it. You know, he can have as many horses, camels as he wants. Anything he wants, the finest foods. You know, that nothing will be inaccessible to him. He will never experience sadness or pain. People will beckon to his every call. And that will keep my son in my palace on the path I want him to be on. That's what you did, Aquarius. You're trying to block somebody from getting on their path, you know, by trying to give them everything they could possibly want. You gave this Aquarius variety with other women. You know, you gave them finances. You gave them a stable foundation. Everything they could ever want. You just wanted to be the main woman for this energy. But the one thing that you can't give them is the connection with their higher self, their spirituality, their calling. I know you want to block that out, just like the powers that be want to block out the 144K of us, you know, that have a higher calling by distracting us, okay? Like Brahma, okay? In the East Indian culture, which would be like the devil. You know, by putting things in our way to try to block us from our divine path. Just like with Jesus, the devil, when he came to tempt him. You bring us things, you know, with food, you know, with things that bring us this low vibrational energy, with material wealth, clothing, cars, you know, expensive houses, you know, things that allow us to one-up, you know, our neighbors, you know, and people in our community. That bring us, you know, that stroke our ego, you know, to try to block us from reaching our higher self, to block us from our destined path. But this person's ancestors, their higher calling led them to this outside person that was out of your control, Aquarius. They came into contact, just like Siddhartha, the Buddha, one day escaped out the palace. Siddhartha escaped out the palace, and for the first time, he saw a man that was dying. And he saw an old man. He never saw an old person before. He saw a sick child. The Buddha finally, Siddhartha, you know, he finally got to see the real life. He heard a woman playing music better than any music he had ever heard before, because it was soulful, because this woman lived outside in the real world. She was poor, impoverished, and everybody knows impoverished people make the best music. It's the most soulful because it's real. For the first time, he was exposed to real things in his life that he'd never experienced. And he saw real suffering, real human suffering. And he'd been stuck in one extreme for so long in his life, he was numb to it. It was boring. He didn't give a fuck about it no more. He was like, fuck this crown. You can keep this goddamn, man, take this goddamn clothing. I don't care. I've had it my whole life. Take these camels. I'll walk, goddammit. Barefoot. You know, I'm sick of all this shit, eating the same goddamn foods, fucking the same goddamn women. All of them are beautiful. But after a while, seeing the same shape, the same pretty faces over and over and over again, you become numb to the shit. The brain becomes numb. I need a higher stimulation. And that higher stimulation that he needed was to reach his higher self. He realized he started, the fantasy started to fade away. The illusion started to be peeled back when he got a taste of life outside that palace and started seeing real faces of people that actually had to work and live a real life. And he wanted to taste it because he was so tired of the artificial and the fake. He wanted to taste it. So he got out that palace, and to his dismay, wanted to, his heart was filled with compassion. He might have never had to feel compassion before because he wasn't exposed to much. But for the first time, he felt compassion in his heart because that's what he was born in. That was the cycle, his last incarnation. That's what he came for. So for the first time, his heart was stimulated with compassion, and he wanted to save these people. What can I do to end suffering is what he said. What can I do? Because he understood reincarnation, because that's part of their spiritual culture. That's what they're taught in their religion. What can I do to end this cycle of being reincarnated to suffer over and over and over again? So that's when Siddhartha got on his path. They could no longer hold him with these illusions. And when Siddhartha finally became the Buddha and reached enlightenment, Brahma came to test him. He tried to tempt him. He tried to tempt him with beautiful women. He tried to tempt him with things in the material world. But guess what? Buddha passed that test. Everything rolled off his neck like water off a duck's back. You know why? Because he was immune, because in the first part of his life, he was overly exposed to these things. So much so that he was sick of it. And he needed another extreme. He needed to feel something else. You can't only be in the sun. You can't appreciate the sun if you ain't never felt the rain. You can't appreciate the cold weather if you ain't never been in the heat. You ever heard that song, Be Grateful? I like the way Leandria Johnson sang it, you know, but it's an older gospel song. Be grateful. God has not promised you sunshine all the time, but a little rain. Mixed with God's sunshine makes you appreciate the good times. Amen. 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 Y'all better be saying amen with me out there. So understand, you cannot live your whole life in one extreme. You cannot force your children, you know, to come out the way you want them to by raising them in a bubble and exposing them to only one thing. Eventually, it's only human nature. The brain is going to want something else to balance itself out. That's polarity. The only way to balance itself out is for the brain to be exposed to the opposite polarity. And then eventually come into balance, which is when Siddhartha, who became the Buddha, found the middle path and then became enlightened. Okay? So he had to go through two extremes. So Aquarius, what you tried to do was take this Aries or whoever is in a reversed Emperor energy, this older male, okay, that has a lot of experience, but he does not use his experience in the right way or process things correctly. He's not mature, or he hasn't finished developing yet or healed. This person got into a connection with someone that touched his heart. It got so deep into his heart, he felt something for the first time in his life. Let me tell you something. When someone stimulates that heart chakra for the first time, it's like nothing else you have ever experienced in your life. It moves you in a way where you can't forget about it and just walk away. You're deep in your feelings. It was something about that energy. It was something about the exposure to that twin flame connection that he ignited. It ignited his heart chakra, and he couldn't just walk away from it like the other women in the coven. Now, I'm not knocking women in a prayer circle if you're doing positive things and thinking positive thoughts and doing stuff to help people and doing positive work, okay? I'm not knocking polygamy, and I'm not knocking these relationships at all if you're of a high vibration, okay? That was our way of life for a very long time. But this person, if the connection they had was mostly carnal and sexual for release, you know, they experienced something, this connection that they had with this other person, whomever it was, it stimulated their heart chakra and touched them in a way that none of them other pussies he was hitting on touched them. And it opened something in his mind, in his head, that made him realize There's something more out there for me. Like Siddhartha wanted to get outside the palace in that courtyard. And this person, you know, wanted to get back, or at least keep that person. They wanted to keep the life they had, but they knew it was something more. That whatever it was that they felt was so different, it opened the door. It's like Alice in Wonderland, once she opened that rabbit hole, it tumbled down the rabbit hole. This person wanted to know how deep it went. So they wanted to sneak and keep a connection with this person, because this might have been a spiritual person that was going to lead them to the path of enlightenment, or at least get them on the right path for them. Okay? This person at least was going to show them the door, although they needed to walk through it, the matrix. You remember when Morpheus said, you know, I can get you to the door, bro. You know, I can show you the door, but only you can walk through it. You know what that is? Basically, he was saying, you know, I can teach you some things. I can show you how to meditate. I can tell you what that higher purpose is. And I can help you with some breathing techniques. And I can lead you. But ultimately, I'm not the one that's going to access, you know, your higher self. I'm not the one that's going to open up that pineal gland and cause it to ignite. I can't do it. I can only tell you to do it. I can show you how to meditate. That's the door. Meditation is the door. I can show you to it, but you're the one that has to sit down and do the work. You're the only one that can raise your energy and consciousness, you know, through your chakras, and eventually, you know, raise your consciousness until you become enlightenment. You have to do the work. You have to walk through that door. But I can show the door to you. All right? Aquarius, you can do this too. But you got work to do too. But you can't stop or block someone on their divine path by trying to distract them with the devil energy, Brahma, in East Indian culture, okay? In ours, it's the devil, okay? And all Brahma and the devil represents is the material world, the illusion, the things that keep you bound, you know, to your carnal nature and keep you from seeing the illusion that you're stuck in. Okay? To keep you from seeing the real world. This person might not have realized why they're in sadness. This person didn't realize why they felt such a strong connection. They couldn't get this person out of their energy. They just couldn't walk away. They couldn't walk away from that energy they came in contact with. It was because they came in contact with them to put them on their highest path. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to say? What's this? The Three of Wands. Someone didn't get what they were expecting. Someone was expecting someone to forget about this connection, possibly. They might have known. Aquarius, I feel like you didn't get what you were expecting, because I feel like you gave this person an ultimatum. I feel like you gave this person an ultimatum. Either you let that other party go. I got all these women here you can sleep with. You can sleep with any of them. Because I know it's nothing special about their connection, you know, that'll take you away from me. But you will lose your stability, and you will lose, you know, everything I've given you, the foundation, the money. You'll lose everything that you have if you go and connect with this person. You are playing a devil energy in this Aquarius, not Aquarius, in this Aries life. Although they're not innocent, they're playing one in yours because, you know, they're playing off of your low self-esteem too. They're playing off of your energy as well. And they have to get on their healing path as well. Remember, there's never no one person that's doing something to the other. You're attracted to each other to shine light on things that have to be healed in each other. And that's the whole reason for all of your interactions and connections while you're in this 3D life. So you gave this person an ultimatum, you know, to disconnect from that energy, cut them off, or I'm going to cut off your finances. So that person chose you. And you said, okay, I got my baby back home. See, look at all these other women. If you get tired of my pussy, you know, we got other women. You know, you have a variety of these other women that I'm not threatened by. Because I know they're not conscious at all. It's all low vibrational. But Even though you kept this person in body, you wasn't able to keep their soul and their spirit, because they got people, higher ancestors, that were working for them on the other side, trying to get them to the right people to help to start getting them on their path. Anything else you want to say? So you didn't get what you were expecting, because you got them physically by giving them that ultimatum, but you still didn't have their heart. You didn't have their mind, their energy anymore. Their energy was gone. They were changed forever. This person had been changed forever by that connection, by that one person. That one person that had that Christ consciousness that they were destined to come in contact with. Is there anything else you want to say before I get the advice card? Anything else? No, that's it. That's what you said. That's it. They want one advice card. I don't know if this is going to be for you, Aquarius. And I don't mean to say you like that, you know, because, you know, healing is for everybody. You know, evolution is for everyone. We're all here to evolve. We're all here to evolve. All of us. Okay? Not just this possible Aries energy, but the Aquarius too. Okay. So give me, I'm not going to ask for the number of cards, because I already know if I ask for the number, you're going to give me the opposite. So give me the card you want me to have, the advice card or cards you want me to have, okay? I'm not about to play with you. Guide, okay. The illuminated path. The illuminated path. Aquarius, what did I just say? You have a path too, Aquarius. You also have a path to get on. This person was exposed to their guide to help them on their illuminated path that is destined for them. And you might have tried to possibly block their path for your own selfish needs, because this person feels some type of a void for you. Why is that wolf there? I feel like the energy, the energy that they ran into might have been someone of a Christ consciousness, a Buddha consciousness, a higher consciousness. This person, I feel like this guide of theirs that you feel intimidated by was there to shine the light so that they could see. This person is a lone wolf. This person has a very high calling on their life, and they were brought into your person's life to wake up that heart chakra for them. That's why they had that affair with them, okay? This person is isolated. This is a hermit. This is a lone wolf that has gone through life on this earth with connections similar to the one with this Aquarius possibly, okay? So this is for both of you to hear, Aquarius and Aries. That connection that you came with, they're not only there to put you on your guided path, Aries, okay? But they're also there because how do the dominoes work, okay? The dominoes work when you hit one, the one hits the other, and then all of them get connected and fall down, okay? It's like when you throw a pebble in the water, it causes ripples. This guide was there to light an illuminated path, but not just for you, Aries, because it's a chain reaction going on here. Because guess what? If you come in contact with that God energy and they get you on your path, and you get on the path and become enlightened, it's going to trigger anger in that Aquarius because you abandoned and left them. And you irritated that abandonment wound inside of them. You irritated their codependency and controlling issues. You irritated them. You brought them to the surface. So now they have to deal with them and come face to face with their devils and demons. Which means they have to work on themselves now. You have to work on yourself, but they have to work on themselves as well. Now they have to try to heal. But guess what? While you've abandoned this Aquarius, and they might have put you out because of your connection to this guide. But either way, this guide is affecting everyone in that coven. this guide is affecting that Aquarius and the Aries and anyone attached to them, because by forcing this Aquarius to put their issues in their face and force them to heal, and forcing this Aries heart to open up and for them to feel the pain that they're in right now, the pain that they're feeling in that heart chakra that's irritated right now. They're in deep despair, in pain over that energy they came in contact with. Everybody is getting on their path. No matter how slow it's happening, it's still happening. And when that Aries does heal, guess what? They will be able to pass the torch and become a guided path to illuminate someone else's path. And Aquarius, guess what happens when you heal? Everyone in that coven or prayer circle with you also starts to see your light. They might resent you at first for being different. They might hate you at first, but eventually you're going to start irritating the demons in them and force them to heal, because their issues are going to be placed in their face as well. That's what these people on these guided, illuminated paths do, that walk in the Christ consciousness, that walk with an illuminated crown chakra, that walk in that Buddha energy. They're here to shine a light not only to the one person that you feel like they pulled away from you energetically, but also to the person that's connected to them and anyone else that's connected to them, because we are here to cause change. We are here to cause change in the planet, in the people. We're here to affect change in causing people to face their wounds and raise their vibration into the vibration of love. That is our purpose. That is the purpose of these guides, to come and disrupt your flow, so people can start healing on a mass level to ultimately raise the vibration of the planet. These guides are spread throughout the world. They're not here to make trouble. Well, they're here to make good trouble. Aquarius and Aries. So with that, I hope both of you get on your guided path. Aquarius, I hope you start your healing process. The first step is awareness. Awareness that by losing this person, you know, whether it's energetically or physically, you know, it's something in you that has to heal, because you can't be alone. Okay? And Aries, I'm hoping that this interaction you had with this person, whether you're still dealing with them or not, has put you on your guided path. Because I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Y'all have a blessed Sunday.